Happy VA Wednesday. So today we're going to be talking about a pretty serious topic. We're going to be talking about what to do if your real estate agent is trying to move you out of your VA loan into a different loan program. Now, for a lot of people, you may be like, wow, why would an agent even do that? Fantastic question. Generally, it's lack of education. That's the thing. Now, the reason we're talking about this is it was brought to my attention that there's a large real estate coaching company. Large real estate coaching company. They sell courses, they sell classes, they have checklists. And on their home buyer checklist, they have 3 things for financing, one of which is, quote, move your buyer out of FHA or VA financing whenever possible. Whew. Here's the thing, the people who put that course together, do they understand loans? I would argue no, because I'm going to tell you why. So there's a misconception that VA loans are hard to do or take a long time or aren't good loans. And that's a misconception. It's a stigma. It's incorrect. It's like an old wives' tale. It's nonsense. It's complete nonsense, okay? And the problem, and I don't think real estate agents know this, so I'm definitely doing education with them, is that when you're moving a buyer out of a VA loan into a conventional loan, you're moving them into a higher cost loan. That's right. Unless you're putting down a ton of money with VA, even then VA is generally better. I'm just going to say it. But like if you're doing 0% VA and they're like, oh, you really have to do conventional. So you're like, I guess I can come up with 3%. It's not just about coming up with the down payment. It's the fact that now you're going to have mortgage insurance. You're going to have a higher interest rate. So your real estate agent is effectively advising you to give up your benefit to have a higher monthly payment. And here's the thing. Mortgage insurance is a junk fee, okay? And look, it protects, I say junk, like does it actually help someone? Yeah, it helps the lenders. If you default, that mortgage insurance insures them. It doesn't do anything for you, and with VA doesn't have mortgage insurance. If I'm doing a conventional loan with a 630 credit score, that mortgage insurance is gonna be a lot, okay? And I don't think that real estate agents know this. I don't think they actually understand the huge cost differences between loans. So, if they're a newer agent and they're paying for this coaching, they may be like, oh, okay, they're just bad loans, right? Because that's what it's implying. If it's saying move someone out of these programs, it's implying that they're bad loans, right? Wow, that's not good either. That's not good either. So I'm bringing this to your attention because as a veteran, if you have a real estate agent advising you out of your VA loan, okay, you need to understand that you are working with a real estate agent that either does not understand the financial implications of what they're recommending, which is bad. Why are you working with someone that's recommending you stuff that they don't even know the financial implications, or you're working with an agent that doesn't care, okay? It's that simple. Either one is not good. Look, if you're in a super crazy competitive market and the agent was like, look, it's going to cost you a lot more to do conventional, but this seller's just crazy. Okay. But if you're not in a competitive market or you haven't even written any offers and they're flipping you to conventional, it doesn't make sense. It's not a better loan, especially for you, the borrower. Now, fun story, we actually had a client recently and he was in a very competitive part of Virginia. Very competitive. Like I'm talking crazy stuff happens there, okay? This is where people are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars over the list price. And he could do conventional all day long. But he said, I want to stick with my VA benefit because it is a benefit. And here's the thing, is he still looking for a house right now? No, he found a house, guys. He found a house. They recognized the VA benefit. And he closed with his VA benefit. It was, the perception was, oh, it's so competitive, he'll never get it. But he got it. You know why? It is a real benefit. And that's the thing. You need to be working with a real estate agent that recognizes the benefit and can correctly talk to the listing agent about that. And in his case, at first the agent didn't know, sorry, itch, a lot about VA, but we had a great conversation and she became the biggest advocate for VA. How cool is that? Very cool. So watch out for that. And, the other thing is, there's baby agents that are buying this course without even understanding why or what or anything. They just think it's a rule. So you're either working with someone that's ill-informed, working with someone that knows it's going to cost you money and doesn't care, or you're working with a new agent that is just taking whatever this coaching group told them and doing it. It's a bad sign. It's a bad look. So if you're working with a real estate agent right now and they're trying to talk you out of your VA benefit, have them chat with your lender. Where this gets tricky is sometimes a real estate agent is going to recommend you to a lender and the lender is going to echo whatever the real estate agent says. And that's because, let's be real about it, who do you think they work for? Do they work for you or the agent? I mean, who gave them the lead, right? You're a lead. It's the real estate agent. I know, I made that longer than it needed to be, but it had to be said. Now I'm curious, how many of you has this happened to? Has this happened to you? Drop it in the comments, because if this has happened to you, I want to know. The other problem with this, besides the cost, right, is that VA refinances are the best there are. The easiest, the quickest, no appraisal, no income documentation. It's a huge benefit for you, the VA interest rate reduction loan. If you're doing a different loan program, you can't refinance into that. You'd be refinancing into, it's not a cash out, but it would be a cash out, refinance, okay, which has everything you would have had to do in the purchase. So you're paying double closing costs, right? That's the thing. Whenever you're going conventional and then they're like, oh, just refi to VA later, that's double the closing costs again, okay? VA has the best refinance program, so they're not just talking you into a higher cost loan, they're talking you away from a benefit again on the refinance. Well, what else? Okay, this was already pretty bad, yeah? Okay, VA has special programs to help people with VA loans if they're facing foreclosure. Like, they're very active with keeping veterans in VA loans. Conventional does not have that at the same level that VA does. So the agent, by saying, hey, we need you to do conventional, yeah, they're talking you into a higher cost loan, they're talking you out of refinance benefits or into having to do multiple refinances at a higher cost to you, and they're talking you out of a program that has the best protection against foreclosure. Right? Right, yeah, and there's a coaching group telling people to do this, It's so crazy to me. I mean, here's the good news. The good news is the gal who brought this to me, she's a consumer advocate and she's very passionate and she's very tied in. So I'm pretty sure that coaching group will be getting a pretty stern letter from someone real soon. But you guys need to be aware of this, because I don't want this happening to you, because I don't think everyone knows the full ramifications of what switching from one loan program to another is for both the short term and the long term in terms of cost, access, and everything you get from it. So I hope this video has been helpful. Questions, comments, as always, reach out. I'm licensed in 48 states. I am here to help you with your loans, no matter what type. And look, I'll always be real. Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? What is the math? That's the magic. The magic's in the math. Thanks for watching.